A single-engine plane crash-landed yesterday evening on a feeder road just out of San Victor Village in the Corozal district. It appears the plane's landing gear was damaged when it hit large potholes on the road, landing the plane into a cane field. From all accounts, the incident took place around 1:30, and though people in the village were hesitant to talk with us, one resident say she did not become aware of it until later that afternoon.
Luego nosotros llegamos allí, no miramos nada, solo el avión estaba allí nomás.
When we got there, we didn't see anything. The plane was the only thing there. That's all we saw because they didn't allow us to get close to the plane. It was around 4 o'clock. The children had said that there was a plane that had landed there, and by the time we got there to see, the people that were on it had already left. The police was not there. They got there late, and when they got there, they didn't see anything. They came because people called them. A lot of people was there, almost all of San Victor and San Narciso. We didn't see anything or anyone in the plane. There was nothing in the plane, absolutely nothing, not even a piece of paper, nothing, no trace of anything. The only thing we saw was 2 small gallons of water in the plane.
2 galoncitos de agua que había en el avión.
The single-engine plane with registration HC-CHZ on its side was considerably damaged as it rests on its belly in the field. With only one pilot seat and no passenger seat in the craft, it is not known how many people were traveling in the plane. When police arrived, the pilot and possible cargo were gone. Villagers crowded the crash site, but police were not called out to the area until 3 hours later. We spoke with officer in charge of Corozal Police, Gualberto Garcia.
Yesterday, about 4 p.m., police received information of a plane that had crashed behind the village of San Victor. We proceeded to that location, and upon our arrival, we observed a single-engine aircraft that had crash-landed on a feeder road, and it was actually inside in a cane field. Investigations revealed that this incident may have happened sometime after 1 p.m. Upon arrival, we observed many villagers from San Victor were around the aircraft, and we managed to secure the aircraft after some time. And observations revealed that the aircraft, which I believe resembles a Cessna aircraft, the seats that are for passengers had been removed, and I believe for extra cargo.
Was anything found in the plane that would give any evidence of any cargo that was there?
We did not find anything for us to have any concrete evidence to know exactly what is it that the plane actually brought, if it brought anything indeed.
Your investigations, are they telling you that this was in fact a drug plane that crash landed in the area?
Well, from intelligence that we have gathered from investigation, and villagers are talking to us, and we do have information that yes, it may have brought drugs.
Now we know that San Victor is in proximity with the Rio Hondo River that is often used for contraband. Do you suspect that this was where this plane was headed, and for the purpose of crossing over cargo into Mexico?
I believe that would have been the reason why that area was chosen, because from experience, I know that whenever these incidents happen, it usually happens in areas close to the border.
Do you believe that this plane was designated to land in San Victor?
I am not in a position to answer that question, but at this point, as I mentioned earlier, we're investigating it. We have the aircraft in custody. We have BDF police out there. Our investigations continued. At this moment, we do not have anybody in custody as yet, but investigations are continuing into this incident.
Are the villagers cooperating?
We have some villagers who are cooperating, yes, and we appreciate the cooperation, because we need to work with the community. Because police, we cannot do it by ourselves. We need the assistance of the community.
Can you say at this point where this plane might have been coming from?
At this point, we have no idea as where it might have been coming from. The BDF personnel are there, and maybe they might be able to give some insight from the equipment that they might recover from the aircraft.
From what you saw, was there any intention of refueling?
There's no evidence to suggest that there was any refueling program for this aircraft.
Can you say at this point if your investigation revealed if it was 1 or 2 persons traveling in the plane?
At this point, I cannot ascertain that information, and we don't have any evidence to actually say if it is 1 or more than 1 person traveling in the aircraft.
Any kind of travel documents found in the plane?
No documents were found in the aircraft. No evidence to suggest the identity or anything of these people.
Police continue to investigate this incident. Reporting for Love News, I am Manuela Ayuso Canton.